Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week I'm going to be technically stash busting, but also kind of a challenge. I want to see if I can make... Sorry, I accidentally unpaused the video. I want to see if I can make a granny stitch star blanket. Not... That was my scissors. Whoops. Not the 6-day star blanket, but the actual like granny star blanket. Believe I save a chart. Did I save a chart? No. It's on my phone. It's fine. And I want to see if I can do it in 24 hours. I can make a 6-day style blanket in 4 days, which is 22 hours for me. I think the granny stitch blanket would be faster, as it's just granny stitch is easier to just keep going. The stash busting part of this that I will be doing is 2 Caron cakes. I believe this is in the colorway Plum Pudding. Sorry, hiccups and a burp. I no idea why it sounded like that, but anyway. Which colorway is this? Yeah, this is Plum Pudding. I have 291 grams of this, which is 1.16 skeins. How I somehow have 1.16 out of 2 and 2 little balls, I have no idea, but anyway. These were frogged from a Hexi cardigan that I had made years ago. Probably sometime in 2023, early 2024, I don't know. One of those two. I never wore it, so I frogged it, and now I have this yarn. So we're gonna try using that up today, or in this video, I guess. I will link a I will link the chart that I'm using, but I know that not everyone likes charts. But I'm pretty sure Bloom Stitch Studios has maybe a tutorial for it. No. Not that I can see, no. I thought she mentioned at some point that she did, but clearly not. Let me see if I can quickly find a tutorial for you guys. Honestly, there's quite a few. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find one, because there's quite a few that look decent. Honestly, the first one that I'm seeing that looks like the one that my chart is by Bago Day Crochet. So maybe just go with that one. I don't know though. It's really up to you what you wanna, which one you like the look of for the tutorial. But you can just look up Granny Stitch, Star Blanket, and heaps of essentially the exact same one come up. So you should be good for that. I, however, will be following the chart, which I will link down below for anyone that prefers charts over patterns or tutorials, I guess. I'm using a 5mm hook because I want this to be quick. This is weight 3 yarn, so it's probably not. So 5mm probably isn't like the best idea for it. I should probably be doing a 4.5, but I don't want to. I kind of want this to be really quick. So, and with me basically only having just over one skein, this probably won't be too big. So I'm hoping the 5mm hook accommodates for that. We will see. Mostly just trying to stash bust here. Stash bust here. There's words. Anyway, let's get started. this is the 2-hour check-in, I guess. I know I said I wanted this to be a challenge. I do not think it will be a challenge because this is how far we're in to the first skein, and I don't think it's half quite yet, but I think it is pretty close to half. So I don't think this is going to take even 12 hours. So, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a challenge video. But I'm liking how it's looking so far. If this doesn't take up too long, I may also try and finish my single crochet scarf whip, because I haven't worked on it in like a month. So, and I'm like so close to finishing it, I just haven't. So if this doesn't take too long, I'm gonna try and finish that to get it done, because I just need it done at this point. I really don't want to have any whips laying around. Speaking of, not in this video, but or any videos, but as a background project, I had started using the leftover Motivera Valley yarn from my step-by-step sweater, the second one, for a pair of leg warmers, and I finished those yesterday. The pattern that I use for that is a free pattern called Francis, because it's based on a character from Dirty Dancing. It's based on a pair of leg warmers that a character from Dirty Dancing wears. Not for this yarn specifically, but yeah. So that yarn is now also done and out of stash. Since this is a stash busting video, I figured I'd bring that up. I haven't put them on Ravelry yet as of recording this, but they should hopefully, if I get around to wearing them at some point, they can be up on there. I just completely fucking blanked on what the fuck I was saying. Anyway, I've got a migraine, so that's probably why. Anyway, 2 hours in. Let's keep going, I guess. I've still got a few hours in the day before, or at least I think I've still got now a few hours before my migraine decides it's sleep time. So, we will see. hours in to this project. I did 4 hours yesterday and 2 hours today. I'm still going to work a little bit more on this today, but just wanted to give an update. I am nearly finished with this first skein. And then I plan to at least start this one today, hopefully. But it's going pretty good. This isn't going to end up too big, but that's fine. I really just want to use this yarn up so that it's out of stash. That's my main goal for this. Yeah. This video will probably just end up being this project. I might leave this scarf to do in a just crocheting for however many minutes video, just to make myself get it done, because otherwise I'm not going to get it done. If I'm putting it off from this video, if I put it off even further, it's not going to get done. So just letting you know, that's not going to happen in this video. But stash busting, that's the update. We are just over 11 hours in. I'm this far into the second skein. I'm pretty sure second skein, the second cake that I have. I still also have these two small ones to use up, but I'm pretty sure I could finish this today. Maybe, hopefully. It's currently like 2 something. I've just had a break for my fingers. I'm currently in the middle of trying to redesign this folklore cardigan. This is the Lion Brand free pattern for the folklore cardigan. It's knit bottom up. I kind of want to do a top down, which is why I'm reworking it, because this isn't good. So I'm currently like redesigning it, essentially with a brand new, like everything. There's also a giant pimple on my face. I am so sorry. You can barely see it, but trust me, it's bad. But I'm currently doing that every chance that I can get, so that, because that's the next knitting project that I want to work on. So I'm trying to get it figured out so that I can start it. It's going pretty good. I think I've reached a point where I just have to start it and figure the rest out from there. Tends to be what I seem to do with knitting patterns that I design myself. I've done 2. That grey one underneath the leather jacket, and now this one. If it works, it works. It's fine. But that's what I've been doing on my breaks. But we're past a break, and I want to get this done. So we're just going to put on some music because I've caught up on everything to watch. Because unfortunately, Critical Role Season 4 is currently on a break. Campaign 4, sorry, not season. Whatever. It's currently on break, and I have nothing to watch. So, music is literally the only thing I have right now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put on the headphones, listen to music, and try and finish this. Probably late today, which means I probably won't get photos or the reveal until tomorrow afternoon. Because me and my mum are going out, maybe to a couple of thrift shops. I might do a thrift haul if I get anything, but I probably won't record while we're there because I don't like recording in public. But yeah, reveal shot and outro will probably end up being tomorrow afternoon. Let's try and finish the blanket first before we get so far ahead of ourselves. How about that? Yeah? Yeah. As you saw, we are done. I do still have a little bit of the yarn left over because I underestimated how much yarn was left. I probably could have done another double crochet row, but I did a single crochet row to finish it. Just because, like I said, I underestimated how much yarn there was. But I'm probably just going to destash this, as I probably could make like a very tiny bandana, but that's not exactly something that I want. So, this did, however, use up 271 grams of yarn, which is just over a full cake of the Caron skinny cakes. And it took 13 hours and 51 minutes to do. That's really everything that I have to say about this. It did end up bigger than I expected it to be, so that's good. It's probably still more of a lap blanket than an actual like throw blanket or anything, but it's freezing cold. I sit at my computer the whole time, so a lap blanket is perfectly welcome. So, yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.